If you do not understand what you see, please humble yourself and ask questions. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified each time we post new and amazing content every day. A wise man once said that question changes the seasons in a man's life. A man was known to own a very huge farmland in some nation in Africa. And one time he discovered that on his farmland, the plants were not as blossoming as they should. He discovered they were not as green as they should. He didn't know why that was. He sat and pondered, but he did not ask the right questions. He thought his land was not as fertile enough. He thought the soil was not good to plant. And then we call a prospective buyer who came and bought the land. Then the new owner of the land, of course, had noticed the saying that everything that was planted did not grow as they ought to grow. They were not as green, they were not as blossoming as they should be. But then, when he pondered, he took a different approach. He went to ask questions. And then, in that process of asking questions and taking counsel, he was told by a geologist that there is something buried under that land. There was something underneath that land that is the reason that the plants were not growing as green as they should grow. And then they started off finding out what is underneath. And guess what was discovered? Tons and tons of gold. The previous owner was right there. He saw the same thing but did not ask questions. And the new owner, within a short time, became a billionaire, became wealthy, became stinkingly rich because he could ask the right questions. What are the questions you are asking? There are some things that you are seeing around your life and you know that they are not normal. You know things are not going as they should go. Have you asked the right questions? You know things are not in order in your family. Have you asked the right questions? Have you thought of calling your mother or your father or somebody around your family, for instance, if it has to do with your family, to ask the right questions? Are you in a business and the business don't seem to be growing as they should grow? Have you asked the right questions? Because you may be doing it the wrong way, and this is why you are not getting the profit. I'm a person that loves to ask questions, because I began to discover when I ask the right questions, it will lead me to a right direction. Many times you have lost the things that are supposed to be of great value because of you did not ask a simple question to what you did not understand. That man could have been very rich because he knew there was something about this land, but he did not ask questions. So he just concluded quickly, he concluded so soon that the land was not fertile enough to plant, which to an extent was very correct. And that was why the plants and the vegetables were not as green as they should be, because of the deposit of gold buried underneath his backyard. And then he sold it all, and guess what? He would come returning to even seek to be employed. He sought to buy again, to buy back when he saw what was happening on the land. but it was too late. He had lost everything. It was too late. It was no longer his. What are those things around your life that you are not so clear about? Do well to ask questions. Do well to seek the right counsel. Do well to seek the right advices. Have the right advisors around you, and you will discover what was supposedly to be a challenge was never supposed to be a challenge. So, are there something that is not going right in your relationship? Why don't you ask the right questions? Why don't you go and speak to somebody who you know is knowledgeable and can see beyond what you can see? Because every time there is always a reason to the things that are happening to you. So ask the right questions. They are very important. They would help you to move beyond the ladder. They will help you to move beyond the state you are in at the moment. Remember, intelligence is asking the right questions, and knowledge is only having the right answers. If you're here to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified each time we post new and amazing content. Albert Einstein said, "If I had an hour to solve a problem and my life depended on it, I would use the first 55 minutes determining the proper questions to ask." The important thing is not to stop asking questions. The important thing is not to stop questioning. So if there are some things you are not clear about, ask the right question. That man could have been so wealthy and rich, but because he did not ask the right questions, he lost everything. He lost the tons of gold that were deposited in his farmland. I hope you will start asking the right questions. I hope you will start channeling yourself to getting the right answers, because the solution to your life is when you have the right questions asked to the right people. You don't ask just anybody. You ask people that you know would help you to get the right answers. Remember once again to subscribe to this channel and to get notified each time we post new and amazing content. God bless you and shalom.